Oh, okay, guys, we're back. Having all kinds of difficulty here. Okay. We may have to reschedule here. We maybe, we'll give it a few more moments. We've got uh, one viewer on right now, and I know that we were obviously supposed to start at 2 o'clock. We had some difficulty, and so we're hoping that we can. Okay, let's just see here. We get a few people to chime in with us. Guys, thanks for your patience. Thanks for your patience. Okay, guys. We're back. Okay, we'll get back. Oh, Lamia is on. Okay. We may have to reschedule here. Where we have the feedback coming from? Maybe we'll give it a few more moments. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead. Okay, guys, we'll go ahead and get started. We have a few people on. I know that many were probably on earlier, but because obviously we had the difficulty, again, our lights. We have a power outage here in our community, and I had a difficult time getting on, and so we have to use the hot spots and all of that kind of stuff. But we're going to go ahead and get started. I want to welcome you guys to the training. What we're going to do, we're going to do this training again on tomorrow, so that and then what we're going to do is record it, and it will be under Team USA TLC.us, Team USA TLC.us. We're going to record it. There'll be obviously some back office training that we're going to do, and then just a full training, so you guys will have it at your leisure. So what I want to do, we're losing. I have to redo this again. Okay, let me just see if I can log on and do a shared screen here. Okay, guys. Oh my goodness, we're having so much trouble here. Screen share. So hopefully you guys can see the screen share. I'm going to walk through the back office here and just talk about a couple things. The first thing I want to talk about is, your commissions. Whenever you go to look at commissions, ladies and gentlemen, you scroll down here, you can look at your volume. Right here, you can see that obviously this is the week in which we're in, the start date here, the end date here, what your personal volume points are. And then right here, under left volume, if you click it, it underlines. When you click it there, it's going to show you who all you're getting volume on, okay? And then how many people you have, and it'll give the names of some of the people, all right? And so I always tell people, not only do you just look at what the volume shows, in this volume section, but when it underlines, click on it, because sometimes the number is a little bit higher in real time. And then of course you see the left volume over here. Carryover, what I always tell teammates to do is, use your calendar to calculate your volume, and write your volume down at least every other day or every couple of days. So every 3 or 4 days, so that you can know what you have as it relates to carryover. When you click here on carryover, you always want to look in the final columns, like right here on the left, carryover LB over the last several weeks has been 0. Over the carryover RV, it shows 0. The reason is because this particular center is not binary qualified. You will not bank any carryover volume unless your center is binary qualified, meaning you have one person on the left and one person on the right that has a 40-point order. It could be an auto ship or it can be an order. It just has to be within that 30-day period of time, okay? So if you say you had carryover volume 2 weeks ago, and then now it's time for your auto ship to run and it doesn't run, okay? Or you don't place an order in 30 days. If that happens, guess what? You lose your carryover volume, okay? You lose it. So in order to bank carryover volume, you must be binary qualified, all right? So now let's go over here. Let's look at organization. When you click on organization, there's some tabs here. You can look at the people you have personally enrolled. You can click there to see if you have anybody that you personally enrolled. If you do, it's going to show right in here. If you don't, then of course, you see nothing right there. You can look here at your new customers, okay? Right here, you can enroll new people under the enroll new. That's always, a place where you can start. Now, let me show you this. When you go here to orders, you click on orders, all right? I want you to look here where it says personal enroll performance. This tells you if you have people that you have personally enrolled, it's going to show you their performance. It's going to tell you here if they are active. It's going to tell you the position, if they're on your right or your left. It's going to tell you what their rank is, okay? And if they are binary qualified. So when you are making sure that, that people are, somebody says, well, I lost all of my volume, or, my carryover rolled back to 0. Well, it's because that center was not binary qualified, but you can look at that right here under personally enrolled performance, okay? So you want to definitely check that. The other thing here on orders, you can look at your personal order, okay? Go here, and then you can look at recent orders. It'll show you the type. If it's a personal order, it's going to show personal. If it is a customer order, it's going to show a customer order. And so you can look at the order dates. This person order date looks like it's around the 1st of every single month. Okay, they're on more than likely they're on an auto ship order. All right. So that's under order. So now let's go back to organization. You know, you can look here in the organization, and then you can see where you actually, if you click on organization downline light, you can look at your organization here. You can see, you know, who you have on your left and who you have on your right. Here you can write this little down arrow right here, take you to the next person that's down on the left side. So this person has volume on the left. It's just they have to start to build the right. All right. If you go right here under this box and you want to go to the bottom right of this last person, you can click here and it'll take you to the bottom right. Okay. If you want to go back up to the top, click here. It'll take you right all the way to the top. So, you know, the thing that you have to, the thing that you just have to be cognizant of is just, you know, making sure that not only you, but your people are binary qualified, guys. You want to teach that get in and get to on a order that's going to be worth at least 40 volume points, so that you always remain binary qualified. That way you don't lose volume. That way you don't lose carryover. That way you never miss getting your binary compensation because you are binary qualified.
We can't hear you. We can't hear or see the screen.
They can't?
Let me just text.
Why? Can they see now? What about now? Can you guys hear me now? Can you guys hear me now?
You only can see Ireland. How do you see me and I'm all the way over there in front?
Oh, wait a minute. They can't see anything?
She said they can hear you. She said I can hear you, Yomi can't. I guess we should turn Yomi on the mic.
I don't understand why. Tell her something must be wrong with Yomi's
To refresh.
Yeah. Can they see the screen now? Can you guys see the screen now?
She said she's good.
Okay. All right. So I don't know what was happening, but you guys should be able. Okay. So so here, you know, you can when you go up to the very top, you should be able to see everyone that is so I can click here and I can just go set as top, and it should take me to the top of the organization. All right. So okay, so I wanted to make sure that you guys saw that. Let's see. The other thing in the back office that's really important, the biggest thing, guys, is making sure you're binary qualified so you don't miss out. And you know, you can see, you know, your organization. You can see your organization here. Here's an overview of you know, of what's going on, okay, in your business. You know, you can email, you can hold on a second. You can email your entire organization. Let me show you guys that. If you have events coming up, or you know, you have something that, you know, you want to share with your group, you can go here and you can email your group. Hold on. Oops. Hold on a second. So guys, I think the biggest thing is, we've talked about a lot of things. The strategy, of building the business is obviously, getting started and getting binary qualified right away. That's the thing that you want to do. You do that through exposing the business, through whether it's, a sizzle call or hangout, or if it's a link, a YouTube video, whatever. And then you really want to teach those people, how to get to and get started with what we call our package. That's the middle of the road. It's not, on the low end. It's not the most expensive pack, although we do the mini store as well. But it's, somewhere in the middle, like the 300 pack, the 347. And then when you can teach 2 people to do that every 7 days, that's going to get you to director in the 28 days with 1,200 points on the left and 1,200 points on the right. Okay. Not only does it get you to director in 28 days, but it gives you a really, really good foundation. And that's what you want to have, is a foundation. Lead with the products. The products is what get business partners in the business. And so you want to definitely, you want to lead with the products, because the products are very, very effective, and they're very aggressive, even though you have people who might be business minded and things of that nature. But, you want to make sure that that you're leading with the products. As I have been, out here, building the business and sharing the plan, Erwin and I, we lead with the products, because what makes our opportunity so different from any other? Obviously, we've got an incredible compensation plan that nobody else has, but we have immediate gratification products. And when you ask the $1 million question, if there was one thing you could change about your health, what would it be? And be patient and allow people to answer that question. And then you share one of our high gratification products with them. You've got a customer, and more than likely you got a customer for life, but that customer starts to get great results and become their poster child. Now you got a customer that now wants to turn into a distributor. We talk all the time about retailing to recruit. We talk all the time about cash and carry, meaning have your products on hand, and receive the cash, because when people want something, they want it right now. They don't want to wait for it. Some of the issues and things that we've been talking about as it relates to shipping, those things still have not been completely ironed out, but we are working on them. There's some things that that corporate, is looking at on how we can, get things done. And so, but in the interim, we are shipping there. You just do have to be patient. You have to willing to be pioneers, and that's why it's important when you are ordering product to go ahead and order what it is that you need, so you'll have, so that you will have the product. I know that there was a few other things that we talked about, as it relates to questions. I have the WhatsApp up. I can't see if you're texting any particular questions, but if you have something particularly that you want me to cover, guys, I can do that. The strategy for this business is lead with the product, get people falling in love with the products, and then sharing the business model, with them. But, you have people, guys, who are doing extremely well on retail alone, and then allowing those customers to convert into distributors. Okay. I just went through some things with you as it relates to the back office. The thing that you have to know so that you don't miss your promotions, so that you don't miss your pin levels, is that you've got to be looking at your business. I'm not saying, watch the back office every day because you want to be out working. but you do have to know what your numbers are doing and how they're accumulating. And and look at it every couple of days so you can see where you are. Make a note of what you have on your left and what you have on your right. In order for you to go director, it has to have 1,000 points on the left and 1,000 points on the right in that 1 week before the Thursday of the cutoff. But you also have to have an 80 points in your back office for that particular month or for that particular week as well. So 80 points in your personal back office so that you can qualify as director. I just showed you how to calculate the carryover. Okay, so our carryover runs 2 weeks back. So you're not going to see the carryover from last week or the week before. So, but you know what you closed with. Okay, so let's say if you close with 1,000 on the left and 3,000 on the right. Okay, well, you went director. The system is going to take the 1,000 from the 3,000. That leaves you 2,000. So you write that down in your calendar that you had 2,000 left for that week. The next week happened, right? So you had 1,500 on your left and 3,000 on your right. Well, you subtract that 1,500 from the 3,000, that's going to leave you 1,500 left. So now from the week before, you had 2,000, and then this past week you have 1,500, that's 3,500. If you're trying to go executive director, you need 5,000 on the left and 5,000 on the right. Well, you already have 3,500 in carryover, okay? So that means then what? Then you need another 1,500. Okay, for that right side, and then your whole 5,000 for the left side. So that's how you calculate, and you look at the last column, the total LB that's in the second to the last column, and then the total RB that's in the far column. That's how you count your volume. Okay, so that you are not missing. Some are missing their pin levels by not calculating it correctly. Now, when do we get paid? Okay, when do we get paid? If we are in, we're in today's Tuesday, all right? Our week is going to close on Thursday, okay? So then you have to count 2 weeks. You have to count, we close on Thursday, you count that first week after, and then the second week after that, and then the check is processed on Tuesday or Wednesday of the third week. Okay, so what we call it here is kind of like that 2 weeks in the hole, if you will, like a 2-week window. But after that, you're going to get your check every single week as long as you qualify for a commission. It's going to come every single week after that. If you're on the Pioneer card, then your money will obviously be downloaded directly to your Pioneer card versus you receiving a paper check. So when you get people into the business, you let them know that the week closes and you count 2 weeks before you can expect, before you can expect a commission. So those are just some little things that I wanted to make sure that you guys know, so that you know how to help, so that you know what to share with your people. Don't forget to use the trainingtlcreps.com. All the forms are back there. The rank elevation form is there. It tells you what you need on each side. Now when you are going for director, guys, you go director, you want to really have somebody that you kind of bringing along with you. Okay, you want to have somebody that you're bringing along with you, so that way you hit director. On your way to executive director, who are you going to bring with you to executive director? Really, if you have an accountability partner, someone that's ready to run and roll with you, take them with you to executive director. That way, when you get ready to go regional, you already have an executive. Okay, because with this business model, you can't skip ranks. Okay, you go director, right? And then the following week, you can go executive director, or 2 weeks after that, or 3 weeks after that, or whatever. You can go executive director. Now, what if you're on your way to regional? but you're a director right now. But you helping somebody go exec, which will take you straight to regional. It doesn't work that way. You need an executive director in order to go regional. So you have to create an executive director the week before. Okay, they have to hit before you hit regional. Here's why, guys. You can't use that same volume of someone going executive to take you to regional. That's like double, pay to the company. And so we have to stay sovereign. We want our company to be around for a very long time. Most companies will not allow you to use the binary volume in order for you to go to the next pin level. Normally, you can use the binary volume of everyone to obviously pay you the commission. But in order for you to go to the next pin level, that person has to be connected to your lineage. But see, here it doesn't. So here's how that works. For example, what if Lamia recruited me? Okay. And then Lamia also recruited Yomi. And Lamia put Yomi down below my center. Okay. And I actually benefit from all of Yomi's volume. Okay. Now, can I just sit on my laurels and use all of Yomi's volume to take me to to executive director? Take me to executive director. So now you have Yomi who's going for exec. I'm going for exec. And then, it automatically takes, say, Lamia to regional. Well, that's a bad example. Let me use me as the example. So I'm trying to go regional director, right? So I've recruited some people, but Lamia has placed Yomi down below me. So I can't take Yomi's volume because she's going executive director, which is 5,000. And then I'm sitting, over here with, not doing anything. And then I use all of Yomi's 5,000 to take me to executive director. It can't. Because they let us use the volume of the people down below us, it makes us wait a week before we could go to the next pin level as it relates to going, regional director, national director. I have to actually help somebody in my organization go exec first. Then after that, I can go regional because now I have an executive. But I can't do it on the same week that my executive is going for their rank. I have to do it after, okay? And it's just it keeps us from, sitting on our derrieres and not obviously, working as well. So that's why that's in place. But if you help your person, if you go with the name of the game is you go executive director with someone on your team, okay? Now you've got that exec done and over. Now you can go to regional, okay? Then once you hit regional, you want to bring somebody up with you to regional, right? Now you already have a regional for you to go national, okay? So that's how that works. Does anybody have any questions with anything else? Ira, do you see any questions coming through the chat?
No questions.
Guys, if you have some questions, I will answer questions in the chat. Let me see what I see here in the control room. Nothing there. Okay. Any additional questions? Those were just some things that, we have been talking about that I just wanted to make sure you guys got. What we're going to do is record a full training of the back office, okay? And as we get more information as it relates to shipping and some of the other, guidelines and things that we're looking at and ironing out, I'm waiting for answers on. Got a lot of questions and things of that nature while we were in London. And so we're waiting for those answers. Today is my first day back. Got home last night at midnight. So still haven't had a chance to just cipher through all of the information. But as soon as we get all the details, we're going to be sharing that information with you guys. But guys, definitely, stay plugged in. You're going to stay tuned to this particular channel. We'll have up tomorrow, and I'll text it in the group when the full training has been recorded. And that way you can go to it at any given time, no specific time, and you can access the full training of some of the things that I know will help you impact your business. And then that way you don't miss your numbers, because you know the numbers in order to obviously hit the numbers. So with that, I think that we're going to go ahead and sign off. I'm going to just kind of do one more round. Does anybody have any questions? Anything else that I did not cover that you would like to see prior to the training coming up tomorrow? No? All right, guys. Well, sorry for the inconvenience. We are still here in the dark. We've got a power outage here in our area, but we will definitely go ahead and get the recording done so that you guys will have it. And we'll see you guys on the Hangout on tomorrow. All right. Thanks so much for joining us. Y'all have a great rest of the day.